And gents, this is Miss Trey, that Jim, and you are watching Jim Spot TV. Now, this is like part 2, so if you haven't seen part 1 with Love and Hip Hop review, a little random stuff and some weight loss and what I did to lose my weight, then check out that. Okay, but let's talk about Mob Wives New Blood, the premiere. Now, that's going to consist of, looks like, from the old season, Big Ange, Renee, and Drita. Look like they didn't got rid of Carla and Karen. Now Karen, I kind of like Karen on the show, so y'all gonna have to figure that out. And then they got these 2 new chicks. One name is Natalie, and the other one, I keep forgetting her name, but that's the one who's about to get indicted for trumped up charges because her husband, you know, he with the Goon Squad. You know what I'm saying? He do what he do. You know, okay. So let's get on into it. So it started off with Renee with her brand. Girl, by the way, your shoes are bomb and your clothes is what's happening. And since mom did lost some weight, I might have to get some of that mob candy in my life, okay? So let's talk about it. So anywho, so she's talking on the phone to Big Ange, and she's letting her know they're about to get ready to go to Philadelphia, to Philly, to meet up with old girl who about to get indicted because of her husband's drama, MS, who's already in custody. So Renee talking to Big Ange, and they like, oh, okay, so when we gonna meet up, all this and that. So they get there. They didn't really show Drita at the party, but they did show Big Ange and Renee. So they seem to have kind of like a closeness with old girl, because you know, when you dealing with what they call wise guys, it look like, you know, the women have to stick together because the guys in and out of jail, okay? So they got to stick together. So they knew her already and everything, and so they was at her Roaring 20s party. Ooh, I want to do one of them. But anyway, a Roaring 20s party, and they were all there, and needless to say, you know, they was having a good time or whatever. They was talking about the charges. Big Ange was like, dang, I would never want to be there or whatever. So, what have you. So anyway, moving on from that, they get back, and Renee is now looking for a face for her brand. So she bring old girl from Philly with her. They looking at models and everything. She was like, yeah, they be good as the models, but I need a face for my brand. So old girl tells her, look, I know this chickery and everything. Her name is Natalie, really pretty face. She's like a mini you know what I mean? But she's young. She was like, cool, because I want somebody young to represent my brand. And so, needless to say, you know, when you being brought into a group of girls that's already formed, or a group of women that are already formed, you know you got to go through the process, which is the dinners and the meets and the greets and everything. So Big Ange and Drita goes out with Natalie. Baby, she's so wasted, honey. You couldn't kill her vibe if you want to, okay? Drita was like, I don't understand none she's saying. Big Ange say, I don't need new friends. I'm too old for this. I don't need new friends. I'm good. She's like, she can't handle a liquor. It is what it is. So she was telling her, like, you know, she was telling them about her and everything. She runs her family funeral home business. So a lot of the wise guys, once they die, go through her. So Big Ange like, I'm real familiar with her, real familiar with the family's work. And she was like, I ain't going. Sorry, something in my eye. She was like, I ain't going. She was like, forget this. I ain't going. I don't want to know her. Give me the check. She eats off Aunt Big Ange's plate. Now, wait. You just met her. Where they do that at? Oh, that's a pet peeve of mine, especially if you don't ask. Really? That's where we at? I mean, that's just disrespectful. Okay, and then you just don't eat off my plate, but you take your dirty saliva-filled fork out your mouth and put it on my plate and then say, that's good too. No. we don't do that cross-contamination stuff. So Big Ange was like, I'm over it. Don't need friends, X, Y, and Z. She was like, if this is the representation of Renee's brand, Renee is going to have a problem with her. They're going to bump heads. She was like, I know Renee. Renee crazy. They're going to bump heads. So Drita was like, did she just do that? She was like, oh no. She was like, So anywho, they get to the photo shoot. Renee handling her business. Natalie looks like she's sobered up for that. Okay, so they get to the fashion show. Now let's talk the fashion show. First of all, there was a bad dress you had on, Miss Renee. I'm gonna have to holler at that. Natalie is there at the photo shoot. Big Ange, Drita, and old girl from Philly. They all sitting there. Big Ange and Drita like, I hope she don't mess this up, because Renee gonna kick her tail. So they was like, she better be sober for this. Needless to say, she was, but she tripped. She's so ditzy, she make a turn and she tripped. So Big Ange said, look at gay Drita, shot her look like, baby, if my look can talk, honey. So Big Ange and Drita sitting at the couch telling old girl from Philly that, you know, Natalie ain't nobody they want to fool around with. You know, how drunk she was, how she don't conduct herself in a lady way, and they don't fool with that. So old girl was like, okay, I feel you on that, whatever. So old girl overhear them, and she like in her confessional, well, if you got a problem with me, say it to my face, all this and that. Them some sisters you really don't want to mess with. I'm just gonna keep it real. So old girl, the other lady, was like, ooh, she don't know who she messing with. She want to calm that down. These girls here ain't what you want. Now let's backtrack. So Drita's daughter is getting bullied in school, and her husband is on the phone like, tell her to whoop they A. I'm gonna say this, you know what? Yeah, Drita, I'm with you. You do have to, you know, do the grown woman thing, have to sit down with the parents and everything and try to solve it that way. But in this day and age, people, please, I'm going to say this, and if I don't say it 50,000 times, I used to have a non-violent approach. And when I got into 6th grade, I realized that most people did not watch the Martin Luther King film and get the epiphany that I got in my life, okay? So, I guess when I got to the 8th grade, it was like, forget that. I'm not taking no more licks. That is what it is. Malcolm X, I'm with Malcolm now. Let's do what we got to do. Okay? So, people. But it's not, it was different for me because my skin was tougher. I was raised by a woman whose skin was tough, who taught me how to shoot the dozens. I knew how to crack jokes. I knew how to get back at people because they talked about my nose or my lips or something, you know. So I knew how to clap back. A lot of kids do not know the clap back mechanism, okay? Because we are raising some little softies. People, take your children to self-defense classes so they'll know how to defend themselves. Because these kids are ratchet. Okay? These kids ain't like we was. Okay? These kids they much need a Jesus. Okay? And so what you all need to do is teach your kids how, because I'm gonna tell you this, Mom, I got a whooping because I wouldn't defend myself. My mama told me, she said, okay, so you gonna come home with a well-kept one? I'm gonna show you a well-kept A whooping. And what it taught me to do was defend myself. I never let anybody jump on me, and that's even verbally. Or when people try to do verbal attacks, like, you think you're better than me, and this and that and another. No, your issue, that's your issue. You need to work out within yourself. I don't have no issue with how I perceive who I am. Now, if you perceive me as thinking like that, then that's your business. Did I ever say it out my mouth that that's what my thinking is? Then move around. And that's what it is. Them issues in yourself, baby, you got to work out. But you're not going to dump your issues on me. And I got to that level in my life where I stopped letting people dump on me. I stopped letting people hurt me. I stopped letting people lay hands. You understand me? You ain't giving no impartations. Don't be laying hands. Cause I lay hands too. We can do it. We can dance. It is no problem. That's what it is. And so, needless to say, everybody have not taken a page from that book. And so you gotta take your kid, and what I say, why I say self-defense, because self-defense taught me how not to always just fight. But it taught me sometimes to just hold that person till they calm down. Give them a little pressure point, a little something to hold them a little bit. Give them something to hold them. You know what I mean? And what it taught me was I don't always have to fight. I can avoid that fight as well. So, but do it in a way to let them know I can handle myself now. You sure you want it? You want this? Okay. And so that's what I say. It's, you know, take your kids to self-defense classes. Put them in some karate, some taekwondo or something. You know, put these kids in some things. And I'm going to say this, it will teach them discipline as well. But, or if you just slap boxing around the house, whatever you got to do, teach your kids how to defend themselves. In this day and age, they need it. And that's all I got to say about that. So moving on. So Drita was like, you know, telling her husband, no, baby, you know, I don't know, we're going to try a different route. So, because she didn't want her to get in trouble in school. My thing was this. Forget that. Some girls surrounding you, you looking at you teach your kid what to do. Yeah. Don't back your back up against the wall. Get the weakest one you can and wail on her till you can't wail on her no more. And let me tell you what it'll do. It'll back them chicks up. See, I had to go to school my first years in Inglewood, so I had to learn how to defend myself. One, no, you know, at first I was like, oh, and then I seen the Martin Luther King film when I was in the 5th grade. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do the non-fighting approach and da 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 da. Everybody went on it, okay? Run up to get done up. Some of them had that. And I was trying to talk. And they was like, nah, ain't nothing to talk about. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to teach your kids how to defend themselves. And that's what my mama was telling me. I was saying, if a boy hits you and he over the age of 13, this is what you do. You don't box him head up because you won't win because he's stronger than you. You need to get the hardest thing you can find and wail that fool out and move fast as you can on their feet. Because as long as they can't catch you, they can't win. I'm just trying to help y'all children today. Y'all better listen up. Teach y'all children the stuff you did to survive, baby. Because, honey, it's worse now than it was then. And you got kids killing themselves and all kinds of stuff. So you need to empower your children by helping them. Now, I ain't saying everything they should fight for, but run up to get done up. That's it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Moving on. So, you know, so she was like, well, I don't want to go to get spit and all this and that. Baby back. She bring home a suspension notice. That's okay, baby. Mama got this. You done fought your battle. Now it's time for me to fight your other battle. And that's to do the talking. Okay? Because with children, ain't no talking. They want to walk. And so you got to teach them how to walk. You understand me? And that's just what it is. I mean, y'all don't have to agree with what I'm saying, but I have seen it too many times where people don't teach their kids how to defend themselves, and they get in them little bathrooms, and 3 and 4 girls want to slam their heads into stuff, and we ain't got time for that. Ain't gonna be no toilet slamming. Because if I'm in the bathroom, I'm kicking this door, and every time I kick this door, I'm hitting somebody with it. Y'all better, Yes, teach your children how to defend themselves. My mama taught me how to defend myself. My mama's friends taught us how to defend ourselves. I went to, when I got grown, because, you know, I had a little domestic with a man. So, God, you know, my guy at the time paid for self-defense class. He was like, oh, no, ain't gonna be none of that. No, ain't gonna be no domestics now. You know, it wasn't. Needs to say it was an ex or whatever. He was like, ain't gonna be no domestics. You going to self-defense. We gonna handle that. We went to self-defense, sister. You know, I know how to do some things. Better back up now. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. You got to teach your children how to defend themselves. And that's what it is. I done seen too many of these world star hip-hop videos, Miss Drita, where these kids is being stomped on and they ain't moving, they ain't saying nothing, and they getting beat up on in tubs and carrying on and all kinds of crazy stuff. You ain't got time to be in this day and age telling your kid, oh, you know, you can just no, run up to get done up is the motto. Period, point blank. And they better be glad they ain't grow up in my age, because my mama was like this. You come home and you got your A whoop, I'm whooping your way. And I didn't want none of her whoopings, so I had to handle my business in the street. That's all I'm saying. This is what it is at this point. That's what it is. And let me say this, you ain't, and teach your kid too, you ain't gonna win every battle. I did not win every battle, but I won most. How you doing? And every person that I ever fought never wanted to fight me again. That's all I got to say. And so sometimes you got to teach them that lesson. Work them out enough where I don't really want to fight you no more. I kind of went through that already. That's how you do it. If you don't win, you fight them so hard where they don't want to fight you no more. You got to teach your children how to defend themselves. That's all I'm saying. And so, yeah. So that's that. Oh, Karen and Sammy the Bull. Now you know Sammy the Bull is Karen's daddy and everything. And allegedly Sammy the Bull killed the father of old girl from her father-in-law, old girl from Philly. So she was like, well, she bragging about who her daddy is, and she done wrote a book and all this and that, and me and Karen better not ever be in the same room and all this and that. Let me say this to you, Miss Lady from Philly, the older one. Your husband done killed folk too. Let me get you together. Your husband done killed folk too. And he had to, and it was a family that was grieving just like y'all grieve. So you can go on somewhere and y'all can say, oh, he was this and he didn't really kill nobody. You about that life, you killing too. That's just what it is. It's the truth, and that's just what it is. And so allegedly he may be a killer too, your husband. So don't be coming like you all Miss High and Mighty, talking about some, yeah, he didn't did this and he didn't did that face. Get your life. And that's just what it is. And as far as being in the room with Karen, let me explain something to you, baby, because I done seen the look how Karen blows up. That is not what you want in your life. You don't want none of that. You don't want none of that, Miss New Blood. You don't want none of that. You don't want none of that. That ain't what you want. You don't want none of that. Okay? And furthermore, you can't blame Karen for what her daddy did. And she's supposed to love her daddy. She's supposed to accept her daddy. You might not like that, but that is just the reality of the thing. You are part of a lifestyle, boo, that's what happened. They kill people. Do you live by the sword? You die by the sword. That's just what it is. It is sad to say, but it's the truth. So how you gonna get all high and mighty with this over here, but you need to be getting high? Girl, miss me with the booty chatter, okay? Because you, trust, Karen ain't the one you want. That one is a little cuckoo crazy for real. She ain't what you want. She ain't what you want, boo. She ain't what you want. Moving on from that. So she all up in Big Ange house talking about the girl. Now mind you, Karen is their friend. And so, well, she's more Big Ange friend than Drita. But still, you don't talk about my friend to me. That's not gonna fly. Period. You don't have to like her. See, I have an issue with that. And I'm gonna say this. Ooh, wait. It's some two-faced folks in this world. Straight up and down. My thing is this. I don't care if I fell out tomorrow with a friend of mine. I fell out with them. You not going to be in my presence talking about them. That's just what it is. You're not going to talk about my mama to me. You ain't going to talk about my husband to me. You ain't going to talk about family to me. You ain't going to talk about my friend to me. That's how I roll. And that's just what it is. You ain't doing it. Period. And I like that Renee, when she came and told Renee at the photo shoot how she felt about Karen, Renee told her, when everybody else turned their back on me, that woman right there had my back. So you don't have to like her. But Karen is my friend, and that's just what it's gonna be. Speaking of that, I left this part out in Love and Hip Hop. Rich Dollars and Peter, no, you didn't give him no ultimatum. How you gonna choose who in people's life? That don't fly like that. He could give you an ultimatum, but he did. This is saying, moving on. So, yeah. So basically, she looking at her like, Renee, like, how can you hang out with a person like that after what her father did? Girl, bye. Your husband is in jail right now, trumped up on federal charges right now. He and your husband so grimy that you going down for stuff you didn't even know about, and your butt didn't plead guilty. Explain what kind of lawyer did you have? I just need to know that you pleading guilty for a crime you didn't even commit. First of all, you weren't even aware that it was even a crime being getting committed. Explain. Am I missing something here? I just need to know what type of lawyer you get. Period. Point blank. And the period. Moving on. So far, these new blood chicks, I ain't feeling. That's just my take on it. You know, I'm not feeling the older one. She was okay until she started talking about Miss Karen. Because I like Karen. I ain't gonna lie. Karen crazy as all this, but I like Karen. And VH1, y'all need to stop. Yeah, whatever it is y'all trying to do to shake up the storylines or whatever, some of these people y'all bringing in or taking away is really messing with the story. Love and Hip Hop New York, just to say, y'all had some bad chicks up on there before. You had Emily, you had Chrissy, you know what I'm saying? You had old girl even came in. What's that girl? A Marie, whatever. Olivia was okay. I mean, you know, even Somaya brought a little something to the show. But these new chicks, I ain't feeling. I ain't feeling at all. But anyway, I mean, they nice or whatever, but they need to be grinding something. Anywho, moving on. All I got to say is, I'm going to be watching Mob Wives, baby. Whoo, and I can't wait to see this blow up that happened in the kitchen, honey. Y'all know I'm going to be on that one. So anyway, that is my take on that. I did not catch Real Housewives of Atlanta, the last episode. I didn't catch that episode. But if you know anybody that's doing a review or you doing a review, just comment down below on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me know down below so I can go watch your review, darling. But I did catch a little snippet of Miss Joyce trying to throw that shoe. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. I did catch somebody's review. Much Loves. That's what made me go look up that clip. Much Loves review on Real Housewives of Atlanta. That was a good one. I cried laughing throughout the whole thing. But anyway, but if you're doing a review on it, I'd love to watch. Anywho, Diamonds, you are the toughest material on the earth, ladies, and there's none like you. Gents, you're no longer boys when you watch this channel. And to all my dollars, appreciate you, babies. Mwah.